Okay, we're gonna be doing a story time of my first day of middle school in California. So I went to Pala Middle School in San Jose, and I went from, so 5th grade, I was in elementary in Utah, little girl, to going to Pala Middle School, who was crazy of a middle school. It was a big transition from being a sheltered girl that I was in Utah. I remember I didn't have anyone. I only knew one family friend, but she was old, not older. I think she was in a grade older. I think we're the same age, but I don't know who's older by months. You know what I mean? But she's in a grade older because I got held back. And so I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anyone, and she was the only one who I knew, but I didn't really know her. I didn't really talk to her. So I remember I was already nervous about that. And then I was also nervous because I had to wear a uniform. And I felt like I looked such like a boy with my uniform, because it was these baggy black pants. And you had to wear either dark green polo shirt, polo shirt type of thing, a button up, a white one or a black one or a gray one. And I remember I felt like such a boy. I didn't like how I looked. I remember the first day, it was whoa, all the girls were so pretty and bien abiertas and bien open-minded, and and I was just whoa, And I remember being so overwhelmed because it's such a a culture shock. Even though I was Hispanic, I am Hispanic, but my parents are very different thinking. So I was in a white school in Utah, and it was different there, especially because there was a lot of problems with gangs and safety measures there, and it was just such a different experience than in Utah. And I remember something else that was so different were boys. Wow, that's the first time I realized that boys have, especially a big thing for younger girls, older guys. Wow, I'm not another minute in a flash or anyway, it just blew my mind. But a big cool thing that I did was they had how in elementary, in middle school and high school, they have a little store where you can buy stuff. Well, theirs is cooler. They have a lot of Mexican treats, raspados and sopa maruchas and hot Cheetos and Takis and Mexican candy and more nice snacks. So that was a plus. And it was outside. I remember it's an outside school, so you didn't have lockers. You had to carry all your textbooks of each class, because you had 8 period class days each day. So you had to carry your books, your backpack, carry it. The only locker that you had was in PE that you had to change. I remember it. Oh my gosh, I remember it. We had a teacher who was so hot. He was an older guy, and every girl was going crazy over him. And yeah, I think the only cool parts that I really liked was when it rained. It got flooded there, so you had really cool memories. But yeah, my first week of middle school in California.